Good morning, everybody. Uh-oh, no chewing my feetsies. And this little Zach is so brilliant on the pee-pee papers. That guy's got it down more than anybody, don't you? There's Pink and Zach. Everybody. Who's this, Irie? Hello, Irie. Yes, hello, sweet Iris. Oh, you're very pretty. Everybody's so good. I see everybody this morning. You guys had your second feeding last night and loved it. The puppies turned 3 weeks old yesterday. Hello, gang of cuties. Oh, here they come. Here comes Zachy. Yay. And here comes little Catsy. Yay. And here comes Sambo. Hi, Sammy. Oh, and there's my Brandy. And there's Cat. And here's my little, right here's Rain. And there's Pink. And so that must be Irie stayed over there chewing on everything. Yes. Hello, guys. Good coming. Oh, look at that. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, pack of sweetnesses. I had to do a video for Harriet this morning because I've been off my little game. And also for little Nathan. Here you guys go. Nathan, one of these sweet little babies is going to be with your grandpa. Yeah, and your grandma, of course. And look at this. Irie, who's it going to be? We don't know yet. Everybody's asking, by the way, if any of my former puppy owners are watching this, or my current puppy owners for that matter is who I mean, but the former owners will attest to this being true, that no one ever got the wrong puppy. But we definitely do, you know, around week 6 or 7, we might make a few picks that we think are the best bet for show. That doesn't mean anything. You can never guarantee that it'll be a champion. Anything can happen, you know, really from around the age of 4 months to a year, like bites and things that might prevent that. That's just a standard disclaimer that people have to know that are getting a show prospect that want to show. It usually works out. And then what also happens is many of the dogs that go for companion-only homes end up being perfectly able to have been show champions and done great. Sometimes would have been the best contender in the ring. So a person can never really know. So what I always do is I very much, after I make those picks and then match those people with their dogs, I then try to get the temperaments I think are best. Careful of my little Sammy. Yeah, good boy, Sammy. Sammy can scrap it up too, but he's a sweetheart. He's getting out of the pack. This is what they do. And so, yeah, I try to match the temperaments with what I know of the dogs to the families and their circumstances. And it usually works out brilliantly. And in this group, again, I mean, I just feel very blessed. It's not normal to have, in my opinion, usually I'll have one puppy that might just look, good Brandy, good girl, might just look a little bit more like, oh, well, that would be an obvious pet. But at this point, I don't have that. And again, even the obvious pet puppies, like I had a curly tail once on, not even curly, but over the back a little, but he was a gorgeous puppy. The owners had no interest in showing, so it worked out perfectly. But every tail looks good now. Everything looks good, so there's just no way to know. Who's that, Dolly? She's a fierce one. Is that my good boy, Sambo, precious? Good boy. I like that little guy. He is an inquisitive one. And a sweetheart. You got yourself out of the middle of it. These guys, honestly, even with what you're seeing here, they're much less scrappy, thank God, than that last litter of Willow and Asher's. These guys are more like Shaq's first litter, and they all were perfectly fine, but they'd have wrestling camps, I called it. And you guys are starting your wrestling camps. And I think a lot of this is they just work things out, and this is good for them. If it ever gets when anyone was picking on one puppy, which hasn't happened, that becomes something you want to attend to. Yeah. Anyway, all right, bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Today we might get outside in our outside pen. I'll show everybody a quick look at that again, too, because it's something I'm kind of proud of this year, because here it is, if you can see it, but we expanded it way, so it goes really down. The thing is, the mosquitoes have been kind of bad, but it's great to be out there. I'd like to try feeding, but then you got the bees out there. So this is working well. I'm going to move the whelping pen out as soon as we wean Willow, because then she won't be able to get in unless we open the gate with a carabiner, because I want to put a little mini crate in here for them to start getting used to the crates, just like there's one out there. I've always found the dogs end up loving the crates because they just choose to go into it. I might even bring one in today before I take the whelping pen down. just because I haven't been spending as much time out there. All right, saying goodbye from the 3-week-old puppies at the Happy Gang litter. And this is Shasta's Happy Puppies. So right over there we got Shasta's Walking on Sunshine Cat. And right here, who do we have? Little Shasta's Keep Your Heart Young Brandy. And Shasta's Somewhere Over the Rainbow getting her ears chewed on Rain. And then there's my Dolly, isn't it? Yeah, and there's Iris. All right, guys, say bye-bye.